What's happening, folks? Let's play trains, and you're joining me here in sunny Wales. Sunny it is not. In fact, it's absolutely bucketing it down with rain. So we're loading up our passengers in Llandudno. I think we're in Llandudno. Are we in Llandudno? Llandudno, yeah. We're loading up passengers at Llandudno here. And we're driving the class 158. Shall we take a passenger seat? So today's the day. We're not going to need our bucket and spades, I don't think, for good old Llandudno. But we will need the windscreen wiper on there, else we're not going to see where we're going. Now, I'm no train expert, as you know, but I am learning. Oh, that noise. Turn that off, turn that off. Nearly deafened me, man. Right. As you know, I'm no train expert. Not yet. But I do enjoy playing these train simulator games. I really do. And I've been playing them over the holiday Christmas period, which is now gone. And I have learned quite a bit. Not enough, but I'm beginning to learn a little bit about trains, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it as we go past the old Llandudno signal box there on the right hand side. Always speeding. That's my trouble. That's my trouble. I'm always speeding. Now I think we've got several stops, or at least several stops on this run today. I don't know how well I'm going to do. Hopefully we will finish the run without too many bad incidents. But you never know when I'm in charge of a train. We're working for the Reaver today, and no doubt by the end of the day we'll be sacked. But yeah. Typical Welsh day. There's me buddy. Give him a good old blast of the horn there. He's going into Llandudno, is he? One thing I have learned, did you hear that ding-dong earlier? It's something like a warning system, ain't it? What's it called? Advanced warning system or something like that. It took me a while to click in when I was playing these train games. I'd be driving along, there you go, ding-dong. And then, very quickly, my train would come to an emergency stop, and I'm like, look like this now, let's click that off, My train would come to an emergency stop, and I'm thinking, what's going on here, And it's some sort of alerter system, that is, if I'm right. I don't know, I'm no expert, I don't pretend to be. But you have to press an advanced warning system button, or an AWS or something like that, I don't know what it's called. And you have to press the button every time you hear that ding-dong, else your train slams on its brakes. I did see somebody asking about that the other day, I think. I don't know if I replied back. But, somebody was asking why their train always came to a standstill. Well, I couldn't really tell you because there was no expert. But having played the game, I think that's why. I broke the train now. It's making a funny noise. Why was it making that funny noise? It's too harsh on the braking and accelerators, is that what it is? We're going to break the train, Wobbles, that's what you're going to do. You're going to end up breaking this. like how you can sit in the carriages that I do as a passenger and you can look through the window. Well, I have noticed if you go off onto the outside cameras, you miss that advanced warning system thing, and your train comes to a halt because you don't hear it on when you're on the outside cameras, which is bad. Stop it, Wobble! Stop it! Nearly went past the station a little bit then. Let's let the good old passengers off and on. Wrong side, that's better. Nobody's getting on the train, Wobbles. They know you're in town today. Well, I'll tell you what, this Llandudno, this North Wales section, it's sort of my part of town, really. It's a place I have visited quite often, and I have been on this. I probably have. I'm sure I have. Yes, I have. I have been on the coastal line probably twice. I don't use trains a great deal as I've got a car. But I have been on this coastal line, and I can particularly remember driving, no, not driving, but I have driven past it, but I can particularly remember being on the train and going past Conwy Castle, which was quite nice in real life. In fact, I've probably been up and down this coastal line more than twice, actually, because there's a little lad, there's a little wobbler, you know. I'd have been up and down here probably with my good old dad, because we used to catch the trains quite a lot. We come out here on holiday, you see, and we would very often get on the trains in Wales and go up to places like the Horseshoe Pass and things like that. The good old slate mines, there used to be a big tunnel and we'd go through. I used to love that. So I forgot all about that, but you know, today I don't catch trains very often. But as a lad and on holiday out here in Wales, I would have been on a few of these trains out here. Actually, is that Conwy Castle? Did you notice it just up there in the right hand corner? You can just see a castle. That's got to be, probably, in fact, it's going to be Conwy Castle. I hope I'm right there. For many, 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 many years, I drove past Conwy Castle, and I go into the town of Conwy, and I never went into that castle until recently. And I was quite surprised. So if you get the opportunity, go in that Conwy Castle. It is absolutely amazing. And read some of the history and look at the actual entrance to that castle, because it's quite amazing, the real entrance to it. Not the one where you walk up the side to go in, but the original entrance is quite amazing. And the views you get from the top of that castle are also stunning. So don't be like me, keep driving past it and going, wow, that looks nice, or going into the town centre and seeing the castle and saying, wow, that looks nice. Put your hand in your pocket and don't be a tight horse and get yourself in that castle, even if you do it once in your life, because it is an amazing castle. I know, I've been there. And another thing in Conwy, if you go down to the harbour, I think it's the smallest house in Wales. And again, for many years I'd go out to Conwy and I'd stand outside this house and look at it. But last year I actually queued up in the summer. I paid £1. I spent a £5 for an ice cream. I paid £1 go in, bought an ice cream which was about a £5, and I went into that small Welsh terraced house with the little Welsh lady standing outside in a costume, and it is very tiny. Apparently it used to be a fisherman's house, and there's not enough room in there to swing a cat. It's like a doll's house, it really is. You go in, you drop down a step and you stand in one tiny room, and it's like walking into a cupboard. It's quite an experience. Don't just look at it, go inside and have a look. Again, for many years I just looked at the outside of it, but I made a point just recently of going inside that castle and actually looking at that small house. And of course you've got to walk the wall. After you've done Conwy Castle, you've got to walk that castle wall all the way around the town. You've got to do that, and just remember, when you're doing it, you'll be thinking, Wobbly was here. So, next stop, Colwyn Bay. Fandabby dozy chaps. Good old Colwyn Bay. The trouble with this train simulator game, of course, is the optimisation of it is absolutely pants, you know, and it's a real cash cow, isn't it? It's just so, you know, things are just so expensive, and when you buy them, you know, there's the bugs that are in the games themselves, and the price. It's not good, is it? That's one of the reasons why I've neglected this the actual train simulator game, as I could never optimise it so good on my PC, and the price of things, I couldn't weigh it up, the poor optimisation and the actual price of things. Some of the DLC is good, and some of it I think is pretty poor. Hopefully with this new train sim world heavy haul, they're on they've got the Unreal Engine, haven't they? Hopefully things are going to change into being it's going to be a little bit better, but time will tell. Don't hold your breath. So that had got to be what we just seen to the right of us. Surely that's got to be the A55. There we go. That's got to be the A55, where that yellow van has just appeared under that bridge. Did you see? Did you notice that? I've been along that A55 a few times. So next stop, or should we be going?
The train stopping at the platform. What train is it?
I don't know. Oh dear, I can't do the announcements. Like I said, I don't know anything about trains.
We will shortly be arriving at Colwyn Bay, and the train today is driven by the WobblyCaptain. So if you want to get off now, it will perhaps be wise to do so.
Oh dear, that's my public announcement on my train. I'll tell you what, I sounded a little bit like Frank Sidebottom. Who remembers Frank Sidebottom? Well, Frank Sidebottom,
he used to talk like this. You see, and he'd have a head that looked a little bit like it was made out of paper mache, and his name was Frank Sidebottom, and yeah, he spoke like that.
Who remembers Frank Sidebottom? So yeah, we will be coming into Colwyn Bay. My acceleration and braking is absolutely dreadful. I've not mastered the art of that. It doesn't help because I keep I keep getting in and out of different locomotives, and they're all a little bit different. So I'm like the jack of all trades and master of none at the moment. Stop the train, Wobbles. Don't go past. You're stopping here. Stop the train. We're going overshoot. It's quite a lot. It's quite a big station, this one is, though, isn't it? Look at that. I've never been on the platform of Colwyn Bay train station. I don't think so. I've been on rail. I know I've been on rail. I don't think I've ever been on the actual platform of Colwyn Bay. There we go. So we're leaving good old Colwyn Bay, and it's still raining. A rainy day in Wales. That's just what you don't want when you're going on holiday there. So we just left Colwyn Bay and we've got quite a few other stations to do. How long is this going to take me? It's probably going to take me about an hour, so I might do two parts, part one, part two. So we'll do about 30 minutes, 25 minutes. And I'll have to chop it in half. I haven't got the time to render and upload videos an hour long, really, unless I do it overnight. Plus it's the time actually rendering the video that's an hour long as well, because I've not got a, I've not got a top spec PC, so it's a little bit slow. We're on his way to Abergele. Look at that. Look at the sea. I'll tell you what, that section along there, to the left, there's a little road and car parking spaces. You can actually park up there, and Wobbles has done that quite a few times in his life, parked up down there. There's usually one or two little kiosks as well, selling bucket and spades and rock and candy floss and crisps and popcorn and Mars bars and all that sort of stuff. Walk down there and eat your sandwiches, take your flask and look at the sea. And what we'll do is we'll go to Abergele, and I'll probably finish the video there.
Thank God for that.
Oh, we're going through a tunnel. Epic. Here we go. Hold tight. Yeah, so when we get to Abergele, we'll end there, and I'll continue in another video, because it looks like this is going to go on for an hour. Look at the rain, get that wiper. How do we get that wiper going? Come on, Wobble, sort it out, can't see. There we go. Not that we can actually see much in this train, because we've only got that little window. It's a bit like being in a cell. So Abergele itself, I think, is a small market town. Obviously, it's situated between Colwyn Bay and I think the next stop after Abergele is possibly Crewe. I hope I'm right there.
Yeah, you're right there, Wobbly. You're right.
Who's that? It's Frank Sidebottom. I tell you what, you can't half motor in this little train. The actual sound of the train when you're inside, it's not too bad. I quite like it. Look at that, we're covering some ground now. Gotta think about trying to slow the train down, which is something I'm not very good at. Over time, just think this time next year I may be an expert at these train games. I might actually start sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Look at that train there, look at the holiday camps on the left hand side, the good old caravans as we're coming in to Abergele. Well, you know, I tend to. What's happening with me at the moment is I tend to slow the train down too quickly. I either slow the train down too quickly and then I've got to speed back up, or I go in too fast and end up going past the platform. So here we go, Abergele.
So, passengers, we are now approaching Abergele, and once Wobbly has stopped the train, you can all get off. Of course, if you're going to Crewe, obviously stay on the train.
Oh, what's that? Why does he do that? That noise of the brakes. What have I done wrong? What am I doing wrong? You're going to break the train, I'm telling you. So there we go, folks. I hope you can join me for part 2. And I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this video on the North Wales coastal route for Train Simulator. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up because it does help, and leave me a comment because that does help on YouTube as well. So thanks for watching, guys. See you all in part 2 where we will continue this journey. We've just got to open the doors. The door's open. Why are the doors not opened? The doors haven't opened. What's going on? I've pressed the button. I think they've opened just at the back. So there we go, guys. Join me in part 2 where we'll have another adventure on the North Wales coastal line and continue the journey. So leave me a like, leave me a comment, and hit that subscribe button because it all helps, especially leaving the comments and the thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all again shortly.
The train is now leaving Abergele.